Good morning to all. Myself is Mrs. S. Sankita, working as an assistant professor in Komonodu College of Engineering and Technology. In this class, we are going to see the subject called cloud computing. So in cloud computing, uh, today we will see the introduction to cloud computing. So this is our Unit 1 syllabus. So in Unit 1, we have the topics such as Introduction to Cloud Computing, Definition of Cloud, Evolution of Cloud Computing, Underlying Principles of Parallel and Distributed Computing, Cloud Characteristics, Elasticity in Cloud, and On-Demand Provisioning. So first of all, what is cloud computing? Actually, cloud computing is the on-demand availability of resources, especially data storage and computing power. So like that, without direct active management by the user. So it is the use of hardware and software to deliver a service over a network that is typically the internet. So with the cloud computing, the users can access files and use applications from any device that can access the internet. For example, the cloud computing provider is the Google's Gmail. So from any device such as computer, that is personal computer, laptop, or else through mobile phone, we can access Google's Gmail. So the cloud computing lets you store and access your applications or data over remote computers instead of your own computer. So why cloud computing? So large and small scale businesses today increase their data and they spend a huge amount of money to maintain this data. So it requires a strong IT support and a storage hub. Not all businesses can afford high cost of in-house IT infrastructure. So if they are a small scale industry, they are not able to invest a large amount of money on their business in initial stage. As well as in few days or else within some few years, the resources could become outdated. So the companies cannot bear this kind of expenses. That's why the cloud computing is the cheaper solution for that problem, and the cloud computing decreases the hardware and software demand from the user side. Benefits of cloud computing. So the first benefit is pay-per-use model, and second one is easily scalable, and third one is 24/7 availability. Fourth one is security, and the last one is easily manageable. So these are the main benefits of cloud computing. So apart from these five, there are numerous benefits are there, but these are the major benefits we will see one by one. So the first one is pay-per-use model. So whenever the client or the consumer requires a service, at the time only they are going to pay for their service. So that's why we call it as pay-per-use model. So the next one is 24/7 availability. Actually, we are going to access the cloud computing using the internet. That's why we can use it in 24/7 manner. The next one is easily scalable. That is, it could be scale up and scale down. That is, if you want to, for example, if you are utilizing some amount of resources at the moment, and due to some business need, you want to enlarge your utilization or else you need to improve your utilization. So it could be possible. Likewise, if you want to decrease your utilization, it is also possible. That's why we call it as easily scalable. The next one is security. The cloud computing offers amazing data security, especially if the data is mission critical. Then the data can be wiped off from local drives and kept on the cloud only for your access to stop it ending up in wrong hands. So it provides more security in both the ends, and it is easily manageable because all the maintenance and upgradation processes are handled by the cloud provider only. So next, there are two types of cloud computing based on the utilization. So the first kind of classification is cloud deployment, and the second one is cloud services. So under cloud deployment, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So the next one is cloud services. There are three kinds of service models available: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. We will see one by one in detail. So deployment models. So the deployment models define the types of access to the cloud. So how the cloud is located. So like public, whether it is a public cloud or it is private cloud or a hybrid cloud and the community cloud. If it is a public cloud, it is accessible by anyone, and the subscription fees will be many times it will be free. Sometimes the consumer has to pay some minimal amount of fees. The next one is private cloud. So private cloud is owned by the organization, so it will be more secure. And the next one is hybrid cloud. It's a combination of public and private. So how it is possible means few services will be available as public and few services will become private. And the community cloud is nothing but the organizations, those who are having the same kind of functionality will come under this community cloud. So the next one is service models. Cloud computing is based on service models. These are categorized into three basic service models, which are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Let me explain one by one. First of all, infrastructure as a service. So, infrastructure as a service is also known as hardware as a service. So, it is one of the layer of the cloud computing platform, and it allows customers to outsource their IT infrastructure such as service, networking, processing, storage, virtual machines, and other resources. The next category is um, platform as a service. The platform as a service is a cloud computing model where a third party provider delivers hardware and software tools to users over the internet. Usually, these tools are needed for application development. The platform as a service provider hosts the hardware and software on its own infrastructure. The next category is software as a service. So, it is also known as on demand software. It's a software distribution model in which services are hosted by a cloud service provider. So, which kind of services could be provided by SaaS providers means business services, document management, social networks, mail services. So, likewise, many services could be provided, and some of the advantages of SaaS is it's easy to buy and it is working in one-to-many manner. Less hardware is required for SaaS and low maintenance is required. So likewise, so many advantages are there. So now I feel you got some clear idea about cloud computing and what are the cloud deployment models and what are the cloud service models. So thank you for listening.